Hi, my name is John Stevenson, and let's talk about the very best retirement strategies out there in 2024. And if you're watching this after 2024, I think a lot of these are still going to apply. So, the best retirement strategies. Well, there's a lot of strategies out there for retirement, and it can be really confusing on which one to pick. Okay, which one is best for you? Okay, is it the same as Sally or Dave? How is it different for you? How is your situation different? Do you like risk? Do you not like risk? Do you want just guarantees? Are you okay with a little bit of risk, or maybe you don't want any guarantees and you just want to kind of fly by the seat of your pants, right? But let's talk about some of the best strategies that are available. Okay, 401ks, it's just a given. Usually that is on, I would say, the top 3 or 4 strategies if they are giving you a match. Because if you've got a match, well, that's free money that your employer is giving you. So if you're still working, absolutely max that out, get the match. Okay, and if they got some decent mutual funds to choose from, then that always helps too. And the nice thing about 401ks, especially solo 401ks, you can have a very high limit to what you can put into it versus an IRA. So that leads to the IRA. IRA is a good strategy as well. You can put whatever you want into it. It's a lot more flexible than any 401k will be. And then if you're looking for tax-free, a Roth IRA is great. And especially if you have an IRA, a traditional IRA or traditional 401k or 403b or any traditional deferred account that you want to convert to a Roth, it might be wise to look at it, because right now we have an unprecedented amount of Roth conversions because it is unlimited on what you can convert. Okay, so if you're worried about taxes in the future, you might want to talk to your advisor, your tax advisor, and see if that is something that would make sense for your situation. Okay, so let's talk about annuities. Annuities can be very powerful for income and for guarantees. Okay, especially if you're also wanting to put in an unlimited amount. Unlimited can go into annuities. Did you know that? Yeah. So 401k, that'll give you a lot of, that gives you a high limit that you can put into it. IRAs, of course, are less, but annuities, you can put millions into these, okay? And if you've got, let's say you've got 10 years from retirement and you've got $100,000, but you want to put $100,000 into it every single year. Well, you can't do that with a 401k, but you still want a tax-deferred account. Well, guess what? A fixed index annuity with an income rider that gives you a guaranteed roll-up rate of between 6 or 7% guaranteed every year until retirement, or at least for 20 years. Right now, as of the recording of this video, you can get 6.5% for 20 years. That's huge, okay? Every single year, even in the downturns, that's guaranteed. So if you have a few years from retirement, there are annuities out there where you can put some money in right now, maybe put 100 or 200 grand in, and then you want to add some high amounts later on that are much higher than what your 401k or your IRA will allow, and still give you that tax-deferred growth, that tax-deferred status, okay, that benefit. Then consider a fixed index annuity, because that will allow you to put as much as you want. It'll still grow tax-deferred, and if you have an income rider attached, you can have that guaranteed roll-up rate. Remember the 6.5% I was talking about earlier? Right now, you can get that for 20 years. Now, it might be different from the time that I recorded this video to the time you watch it, but there are many annuities out there that give you guaranteed roll-up rates, and they all vary and they change from time to time, and a lot of times they just get better. Okay? So if you want to chat, if you want to look at some specific annuities, or if you just want to look at all of them and you want to see just the very best ones, then let's take a look at that. Okay, it's a very powerful strategy out of all the ones that I've been talking to you about. I am the guaranteed retirement guy, so I'm a little biased. I like guarantees, okay? And I know annuities play a part in, I think, anyone's portfolio. Now, I don't think they should take over all of your portfolio, okay? I'm not going to try to sell you into everything and try to take all your assets. Okay, that's what a commissioned-minded advisor would do. No, I want to just use just the amount that is needed for your guarantees to provide you as much income, as much growth as you can possibly get, and protect that portion of your portfolio against market risk I want to get that for you and then not touch the other assets. You want to put that in cash, you want to put that in equities, Bitcoin, I don't care. Okay? At least you know the guarantees are taken care of. So that really, if you're looking for top strategies, consider these different accounts that you can use, consider the Roth for the tax advantages, and keep in mind, you can also put annuities into Roths. Now, of course, if you do that, you are subject to the Roth contribution limits. You cannot put an unlimited amount. You're subject to that. So those are best when you just have an account that already has a decent size amount of money, and you can then convert it into a Roth with that annuity contract. You can certainly do that. Or you can leave it as is and keep it as a traditional IRA. But those options are available. But if you're looking for just no limits on your growth, okay, and you are thinking about retirement and you want to have the top strategies and you don't want to be limited by an employer-sponsored account, you don't want to be limited by an IRA or a Roth IRA and their limits, then definitely consider an annuity that is what we call a non-qualified annuity, which means you're just putting money in from a savings or a brokerage account. It's money that's already been taxed, and you can put as much as you want into it, okay? And you can do that every single year. And I have clients that are doing that, and they are compounding a huge amount of growth because it's tax deferred until they take it out at retirement. And then at that point, they are only taxed by the exclusion ratio. That's how it's taxed. So in my opinion, much better than how you're going to be taxed when you take it out of an IRA. Okay, so I do talk about the exclusion ratio. If you want to look up exclusion ratio in my Guaranteed Retirement Guide channel, I do explain exactly how that works, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised on how your money will be taxed if you decide to fund your annuity that way. So anyways, if you want to talk more, book a call. There's a link below this video. It goes directly to my calendar. We can talk exactly what you're looking for, your annuity options, everything that's on the table. I'll show them all to you. Okay, I'm not going to hold anything back. So happy to do that. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.